Hey guys, I'm Eliza Wood. That incessant ticking is back. It's 10 days before the con. I look like a trash monster. Let's talk about Con Crunch. So the con starts next week Thursday, and I still have a whole heck of a lot to do. Out of the 4 outfits that I'm supposed to be wearing at the convention, one of them probably needs to be altered, one of them is only half done, one of them luckily only needs to be like hemmed, and one of them I haven't even started yet. So even though Con Crunch isn't really supposed to start until a few days before the convention, I think I am justified in starting the feeling right now. So let me just tell you my list of things that still need to get done. I have the dream dress, probably needs to be altered because I made it like a year ago and I've changed shape since then. The dying frock or the blood red gown, whichever you want to call it, that one just needs finishing touches. The binding needs to be completed in the back and it needs to be hemmed. The riding coat, I need pants for, I need shoes for, and I need to finish my gloves, which I have partially one done. I should actually put it on. I have partially one done, but I need to go to Joann's before I can fully finish it, so this is my glove. Before I can fully finish it, because I need some interfacing so I can put the lacing in. But Joann's for me is like 30 to 40 minutes away, and I don't really want to take the time to go to Joann's at the moment, so that's put on hold until I can get there. And then of course my favorite dress is the coronation gown, and I haven't even cut out the pieces for it. So that's what I'm doing today. Let's get started. Well, I finished cutting out the velvet part of the coronation gown. Unfortunately, I didn't have as much material as I thought I did. I thought I was going to be able to do 2 yards, 2 yards, 2 yards, and then 3 yards. And when I got to the 3 yards, I didn't even have 2.5, which sucked because I had the sleeve pattern made for 3 yards of fabric. So I had to make the sleeve pattern 3.5 inches shorter, which isn't the end of the world. It still looks good, and it's really long, because I think it was 54 inches before. It's just kind of annoying that I had to do that, but whatever. I also realized, unfortunately, that I have to make a new pattern for the undersleeve. Although the velvet is directional, I didn't really care about it because it's not like super visible that you aren't doing directional. However, the undersleeve actually has visible like crinkle effects and its lines, so it has to be straight down. So I have to go ahead and make a new pattern for that, which is annoying, but I'll get it done. Okay, so 9 days before the convention, I just woke up and I was about to get to work when I thought I should give you an update on what else I've done yesterday. So yesterday I was able to cut out all the fabric except for the undersleeve because I realized I'm probably going to need a different pattern for that so that the directional fabric goes in the same direction on the sleeve instead of one going like this and the other going like this at the seam. So I haven't cut that one out yet because I need to figure out how to do that. And then I also went ahead and sewed together all of the velvet pieces. So the overdress is sewn together and just needs a trim and a hem, and both of the lower sleeves, the bottom of them, have been sewed together. I've also gone ahead and connected my lace pieces to my oversleeve. I'm not bothering to sew that together quite yet because the coronation gown has like a beaded trim, and it's not even really a trim, it's just beading that's on the fabric. So I want to go ahead and do the beading before I actually sew the sleeve together. So now what I'm working on is I'm going to sew the underdress together today and hopefully move on to the next step, which I'm not sure what that's going to be yet. But apparently I'm going to have to run a whole bunch of errands today, which are going to take up a lot of time, and probably tomorrow as well, because my car got totaled and I have to go get a new car. So that's fun. Alright, I'm going to get to work. Well, I was forced to go on my errands earlier than I expected. I ran out of thread, which honestly shouldn't be a surprise since I only got 100 meters of that thread, but that was all they had in the store, so I went back today and they still hadn't restocked, so I had to go with a thread that's darker than my fabric. But my mom says that if you're gonna do any thread that doesn't exactly match your fabric, you should always go darker, because then the thread disappears into the shadow of the fabric, if that makes sense. But now I'm back and I can get back to work. Okay, it's the morning of 8 more days before the convention. I have a lot of work to do still, but I did get a lot done. I was able to finish sewing the torso pieces of both the overdress and the underdress, and I also have the lower sleeve done, the over part of the lower sleeve done. I haven't cut out the undersleeve yet because I'm a little concerned about that directional fabric, but I think I may have figured out a way around that. I might just have to like shift my pattern piece so that it sits differently than I was originally planning, which isn't the end of the world, and it'd be fine to do as long as I have enough fabric for it. That's the real question. Do I have enough fabric to do that? So today my plans are to work on some hand sewing and possibly to get the the dyeing frock finished off so I can get it off the mannequin and I can start putting the coronation gown on the mannequin. Unfortunately, in about 2 hours, I have to go off and run an errand that'll probably take up several hours of my time. And then I have to go back to Joann's because I forgot to get beads from Joann's that are for the crown, and I also am still missing some fabric for the coronation gown, which I don't know if I'm gonna find. I have something that'll work, but it won't be accurate. I mean, nothing's really accurate, but I'm looking for like a paisley fabric, and I have a blank green fabric, so I do have something that'll work if I have to, but I'd prefer not to, so I'm gonna go to Joann's and look for that. So since I don't have that much time to work today, I'm gonna go ahead and get to work. Well, it's way too early on a weekday with 7 days left before the convention. It's still dark out. Middle of summer, it shouldn't be dark out when I'm awake. At least in the morning. In the evening, it's totally dark out when I'm awake. So yesterday, I was able to finish the dyeing frock, or the red gown, whichever you prefer to call it. So I do at least have one gown that I absolutely will have available for the convention. I might have two. I'm waiting for some undergarments to come in before I try on my dream gown and see if it fits or if I have to alter it. That one shouldn't be too hard to fix, it's just gonna take time to do so, so I'm hoping the undergarments fix things, but I kind of doubt it. So today my plans are to finish my gloves, because I've got the material to do that yesterday, and also to cut out the pattern pieces for the undersleeve. And I think what I'm also going to do is cut out some spare pieces for both the upper sleeve and for the collar, because what I'm afraid is going to happen is I'm going to run out of time to finish the beadwork on the sleeves. So if I just have some spare pieces that I can sew on real fast, as long as everything else is done, I can finish the coronation gown the day before the convention and everything will be fine. I'm also hoping to be able to sew my pants for the riding coat. I don't think that one should be too hard. The main difficulty with that is that it is a knit material, and I do not have any sewing feet for a knit material to go on my mom's sewing machine, and I can't use my sewing machine, so it's gonna be a bit of a challenge. Hopefully I can figure the way around it. So I have to run errands again, which is really annoying because like I want to be home and sewing and working on my projects, and I can't. But the one good thing is that it gives me a little bit of a break before going back to work. Okay. Speaking of, I gotta go back to work. Alright, so it's 4 days before the convention. I haven't been able to record for the last couple of days, but I did get a lot done, so there's that. I was able to finish the dyeing frock. I might have already said that, but I was able to finish the dyeing frock, except for the shoes. I also was able to alter the dream dress, because I had finished it before, as you may know, but unfortunately it didn't fit anymore, so I did have to take out the seams a little bit. So I did alter that one, and I do have shoes for that one, so that one is completely finished. The riding coat next the corset is also finished, except for shoes, which I hope to make the shoes, but I might have to just go with a pair of combats or something because I am seriously running out of time. And then I have the coronation gown. I'm making good time on the gown. I did not realize how long it was going to take to make the crown. So I actually have all three of my family members, my parents and my sister, helping me work on the crown so that we can try to finish it in the next 3 days. Because although it's 4 days until the convention, it's actually only 3 days because that 4th day is when I have to get ready to go to the convention. So I'm not going to be able to work on the crafts at all. So right now what I'm doing is I have finished the trim on the sleeves, and I am currently trying to get the trim ready to put on the collar of the dress, because once I've put the trim on the collar of the dress, of both dresses, both of them need the trim, then I can hem it and it'll be done, and all I have to worry about is the crown and possibly the shoes if I'm able to get to them. So, with that being said, I have to get back to work. Alright, 2 more days before the convention. I am running super behind because of course I am. I still haven't done the shoes for the riding coat. I might just have to go with combats for that. Just regular combat shoes or something like that, because I just don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to make the shoes, and it's not like the most important part of that outfit. The trim is taking me longer than I had expected for the coronation gown. I still haven't finished it. I'm almost done with it, but I ran out of material, so I have to go to the store again. I swear, I've been to the store every day for the last week and a half. But anyway, so I have to go to the store before I can finish the trim, but I thought I would go ahead and start on the sleeves so I can at least get that done and ready for when the trim is done. Because the trim on the sleeves is done, it's just the collar that needs to be done. And the coronation crown is taking a lot longer than I had expected. So I pretty much have to finish everything today so I can focus all of my attention on the crown tomorrow. So that's fun. Alright, so convention is tomorrow. I'm currently in line at the Starbucks, which is why I'm in my car. I'm not driving, I swear. But the convention is tomorrow. I've given up on finishing everything in time, so I'm gonna be doing some stuff actually in the hotel. But it's like nothing major, you know, just like finishing the overdress of the coronation gown. But it's okay because the coronation gown I was planning on wearing on Sunday, so I have 3 days of evening work to finish off the overdress of the coronation gown. So now today, what I need to focus on is just getting that crown done, because there's no way I can work on the crown while I'm in the hotel. I mean, I might be able to paint it a little bit, but that's about it. I can't do any of the warbler work or anything like that because heated objects probably shouldn't come with me. So I'm in the Starbucks drive-thru and I'm going to get breakfast because my mom is currently working on my crown for me while I was finishing up some stuff on the coronation gown, and I told her I'd get her breakfast and Starbucks to pay her back. My dad's also been helping me, so I have to find something to get him for helping me, but he's not here right now, so I don't have to get him Starbucks. Anyway, another day. Well, it's the night before the convention, and I was able to finish most everything. Not exactly everything. I haven't finished the overdress of the coronation gown, but that I can finish while I'm at night, which I already said. And I did finish the crown. It's like 11:30 at night and I just finished the crown. And I have to get up early tomorrow so I can get ready to go to the convention tomorrow. So that's fun. But I've been having late nights pretty much every night for the last week. So hopefully I'll actually be able to sleep this weekend. I'm sorry if I'm kind of looking off in nowhere land. I just recently got a new camera and my camera lens is to the left and the picture that I see is to the right, so I'm trying to not stare at my picture so I don't look that way, but then I just kind of look everywhere else. Anyway, so night before the convention, almost everything's done. I still have to pack everything for the convention. That's tomorrow's job, but I think I'm going to end this video right here, and then I'll do the next video on just kind of the convention and finishing up anything that didn't get finished up will be in that one because it's during the convention and it would just be too long if I tried to post it in this video. So if you like this video, if you think I'm crazy, like, subscribe. If you have any suggestions on how I can improve on either YouTube videos or any of the crafts that I did, please let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.